never been more important than it is now, and it's also harder to get it funded than it ever has been, okay, because there are just so many competing issues. So I commend you for the creativity that I know that all of you use in your districts to write grants and do all the other things you need to stretch, to stretch resources.
We're going to experiment our arts integration is that we're going to be using Legos as our creative medium, and we're going to be exercising creative writing. So that's the true sort of arts component. If our Lego structures are an issue, I see it from this perspective as an administrator, while I see it from this perspective as a special education teacher, who may be looking at it very differently from the front office. Somebody's trying to handle phone calls and the paperwork, and it's just really seeing it from these different perspectives, and each perspective views that in a very different way.
So I think that some common understandings about how to manage the grant and what the categories, what the budget items really mean, what can go in each item would be helpful.
I do too.
Bridging that finance part with the plan part. So sometimes I think an understanding of finance in the grants is really good too.
The structure of funding for programs at the district level, because I know that for every district it is completely different from district to district, and so maybe having some sort of sharing where we can see, all right, well, this is how it works in our world, to help get some ideas about how that might work, and I could easily see grants being part of that,
Does your school board ever recognize those teachers, like with a formal recognition at school board? We did that this year, and the teachers, I mean, they were just overwhelmed. They said, this is the first year that we've ever done this, and this made me feel so good.
So really what I'm hearing is a lot of individual sharing across what districts are doing in those individual areas, whether it's funding, facilities, equipment, and how you might go about doing that.
Then each person brings their resources on that topic. We could almost have work groups where you're sharing and then share out, kind of like we did today.
Yeah.
Smaller groups of sharing and then the larger group of sharing.
My mission with my music is to help kids. I want to motivate kids for the arts. I really want to motivate kids to be able to use their talent and see the future in the arts and how that can look from just maybe being 10 years old, starting on the piano in a small town, and then having the vision and future to make it a career, and so now I'm trying to give back. So what I would really love to do is come to your school and just be able to perform for your kids and really help promote the arts.
Please join me in a warm welcome for Jeremy Ray Borders.
One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Everyone, come together right now. Move for me.
here today to present on using mindfulness in the classroom and the importance of having mindfulness techniques in place for both students and for teachers. There will be a lot of different types of things that we talk about today. I'm going to spend some time talking about the brain and how mindfulness works within the brain, the autonomic nervous system, and how we handle stress and what we can do to make sure that we have more mindful presence as we teach our students and as we interact with one another. And empathy and thinking about others, that's where all that comes from, prefrontal, okay? And then you've got your amygdala, which is basically the center of your brain. It's your flight, fight, or freeze. You die. So they used to think that the brain was like static, man. You got what you got, you couldn't change it. But no, they're finding out that's actually not true at all. The brain is plastic and it changes with experience.
When your body can't really control yourself, Matt just takes over your body. I just get out of control. It's like it's calming down to like not like moving. It's like slowing down and then it stops. And the heart pumps slow and then it goes into your brain.
So we're living our past and future like it's our present, and we're missing where we are right now. So if we can connect and we can see, it's not that there's anything wrong with default mode. That's what our brains do. But when we can connect to that and say, hey, you know what? I just noticed, whoa, I am tense and I need to take a breath. I'm a facilitator. There is nothing that I feel like those kids came out of my classroom doing that they were not already capable of doing when they walked in the door on day one. All I did was facilitate it and help them hopefully believe that they could absolutely positively do anything they wanted to do.